Thanks, Eric. Is that any better? Let me know about the music as well. If the game audio needs to go up. And let me know if I'm still too quiet, if you can just about hear me. Thank you, Kato.
I believe that's better now.
Oh, thank goodness. Ben has come to save you all. I will leave you in his capable hands.
You guys, what's up? Yeah, I sort of identified what the issue was earlier, but we're going to get this one underway. Hopefully new pulse starts this time. So yeah, I was very confused there as well, because I was thinking, oh, everybody in chat's ignoring me. But no, my audio input device was just not configured correctly. So yes, welcome back, everybody, to this race. It's going to be a best of 3. And just having a look at the seeds. Agathor's seed number 60, going up against seed 79. Agathor has really improved his PB since getting started here. Now with an 11-16. So that's a pretty good time, especially for his seed. I'm not too sure what Retrodooley's PB is. Seems to be cut off slightly. But if I had to guess, I think it's the mid 12-minute time. I think that's roughly what he's been getting in tournaments. But yeah, already we're seeing Retrodooley take some safety precautions. I think we're also going to be seeing him pick up Fireflower as well. That's something that he normally does. Yes, folks, welcome everybody. Welcome. And last run, Retrodooley not getting box jump this time. He will be... No, it doesn't look like he's trying it again. Ooh, and Agathor losing P-speed just on those yellow blocks, so we'll be taking the rest of this without P-speed. I know that Agathor has fairly big hopes for this race. I know that he's pretty determined to win this one. I think I know what it might have been. He probably thought, oh, my card is erased, and then whenever it like glitched out and was weird, that one of his save files came back, file A. At least that's what I got from what he was trying to say. I'm not sure. I'm sure you can ask him. Yeah, but the wrong file, it didn't seem to be there earlier, so I'm not sure if I'm not sure what happened. Although only a couple of days ago, I managed to erase my card because I was leaning over and like I tilted it and I knocked it off. Whenever I turned it back on, I didn't have any save files. So my 42 exits and my 69 exits are gone because I'm a really mature person and I find that sort of thing really funny. But yeah, so it can happen. You can manage to mess up your save files at times, and maybe it just came back or something. I don't know. So this is pretty close at the minute, even though we've seen a real difference in strats. We're seeing a fairly typical attempt from Agathor, pretty much what you'd be expecting, and we're getting to see a more sort of casual route from Retrodooley, although Retrodooley keeping it pretty close. Yeah, Agathor, that's what I thought you might have been saying. It's weird though. Weird. But yeah, thankfully we're back on track. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that Agathor's playing in the Japanese version compared to Retrodooley. He's playing on the North American version, and the save coming up for Agathor just after Iggy's castle is about half a second faster. So at least in 11 exits, the time save in the Japanese version is fairly minimal, but it is there. Agathor with a nice cape grab. Not so sure about that speed though. It looks like fairly mediocre flight speed. So still not too bad. Agathor with a pretty nice lead at the moment. Oh, Retrodooley's going to have to make some sort of recovery in order to get up to this keyhole. Oh, and looks like he's just going to fly back up. So even though we've seen a pretty safe approach, again, Retrodooley getting it pretty close. Possibly hoping that Agathor will make some mistakes later on that he can bank on. Ooh, and just as I say that, that's so unfortunate. Getting hit by that fish. Yeah, if there's any fish that's going to hit you in this level, it's probably going to be that one. It's quite very easy to overlook that at times. And, ooh, Retrodooley going for the shell and dry room. I don't think he did that in his last run. So we're trying something a bit different here. Although, unfortunately for Retrodooley, using up to about 20 in-game seconds in dry room. Okay, definitely struggling a little bit with the S1. My recommendation to a lot of newer players, if you're not 100% comfortable grabbing that shell and then keeping the shell, you're probably just better going on without it. Just going through the level normally, not going into dry room. Because optimally that's only saving like 2 seconds, and it makes the S1 a lot harder as well. Whoa, I definitely learned something new there. I didn't realize you could sort of, I don't even know what you would call that, but I didn't know you could kill that big boo. Probably something I should know. Well, I suppose it makes sense because you can kill that big boo, I'm sure, by butt sliding on stairs. I think you can do that. So that makes sense. So, as Agathor has said in chat, he will be continuing on cables at least to Star World 4. I'm not quite so sure about Retrodooley. I imagine that he's probably going to go back for cape. And I would definitely recommend that as well. Okay, it looks like Agathor's beating the Yoshi in Star World 2. Interesting. This might be an attempt to make Star World 3 easier. I'm not 100% sure. So definitely with a very nice Star World 3. And Retrodooley will be grabbing cape in Star World 1. Well, yeah, it makes Star World 4 a bit safer, I guess, but, well, I suppose, yeah. Yeah, Captain. Oh, that was a bit of a domino effect for Retrodooley. Still not the worst thing that could happen. I guess he's got that blue Yoshi for later then. I can't help but feeling that grabbing Cape in Star World 4 would be faster than doing this. But, I mean, this Cape's just sitting here. It might be fine. I don't know. I personally would be grabbing that Cape in Star World 4, taking door 2. And Retrodooley with a not too bad Star World 3 as well. Getting up there capeless can be a bit of a challenge at times. Very, very easy way to lose a lot of time, but both handling it pretty well. But Agathor is looking to be in a pretty good position so far. Yeah, and I suppose if you've got the blue Yoshi and you're flying with blue Yoshi, or well, any Yoshi, the P-speed might be a bit of an issue, but I don't know. Overall, I like how Agathor's played this one. I think Agathor's been playing pretty well. And, you know, all of these backup strats have stemmed from one very, very small mistake in DS1. Definitely a nice recovery. Agathor with a nice phase 1 has that extra Mega Koopa for ball skip and hopefully later for phase 3. This Bowser going pretty well so far. Was that me or did Agathor get Duckfly? It looked like Duckfly to me. It really did. I'm not sure if I just saw it wrong, but... And Retrodooley also showing us off Room 8. Venom Play had been doing that as well in all of their runs, but I'm just remembering that Retrodooley also does that as well. Oh, missing that last hit. That's something that I've been too familiar with in my races. But yes, that's a very nice time and a nice run from Agathor. 12:02, which I have to say, considering what happened, that's pretty good. And yeah, that was a very strong performance from Agathor. Congrats on that. And, you know, overall, this hasn't been too bad for Retrodooley as well. He's had to go back for Cape twice. A lot of things have went wrong, and he still managed to get through this. So we've just got a Bowser fight in it. Retrodooley will be moving on to phase 2 here. I'm interested to see whether we're going to get any attempt at a ball skip. Maybe, I'm not sure. He does have that extra Mega Koopa, so possibly we'll see something. Well, if it wasn't for that Mega Koopa's momentum, I reckon that probably would have been about the correct timing. And this second phase could be pretty difficult, getting those hits without Cape. We've seen a lot of people throw Mega Koopas over Bowser, and it can get pretty difficult quite fast. But yeah, Retrodooley has been flexing his turning muscles in a variety of games. He's been doing SMB1, SMB3 Warpless, SMB3 Randomizer, this, and I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff as well. So I've really enjoyed what I've seen from Retrodooley this last couple of months. And I mean, Agathor, whenever you're going to his stream, you're always going to get some high quality entertainment. And I'm not just saying that, I really mean it. Agathor is a brilliant streamer, very entertaining guy. Yeah, both of these guys are brilliant. And that's GG for Retrodooley. Finishing up with, I'll just check here. 1503 in the SRL room. I think it might have been a couple of seconds better than that though. The SRL might have been a bit slow on that one. But we will be heading over to our second race pretty soon here. Okay. And apparently OBS crashed on Agathor. Oh dear. Well, folks, as you can see from the stream right now, we have 3 really big matches coming up tonight. Those 3 matches, and then I believe 2 more, will conclude our winner round 3, after which we will have 16 people remaining in the winners bracket. So that's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to having that completed. But let's see, 8 p.m. EST, sorry, 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Seathorn versus Arius. Then at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Area 51 versus Fitz. And my maths is terrible. 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Retrobob versus Mr. Stiverson. So a very, very big night coming up ahead of us. All right, folks, that new room's open. Feel free to join. No, it's not letting me send messages. Pretty grim. Yeah, we should be getting this underway pretty soon. No, that's fine. It's only me that's not allowed to say. Okay, I actually really wanted to say it there for comedic effect, but I'll just pass up on the profanity for now. It's definitely unlike myself to censor myself. Agathor as well, I imagine he's of the same vein. Just loves to be outrageous and ridiculous. And it looks like we're nearly good to go. Just waiting on one player to ready up, and both have readied up. Very good. And we're off. So welcome back to race 2 of this best of 3 match. If Agathor manages to take this one down, the match is his. Otherwise, we'll be going to a tiebreaker. Best of luck to both runners, as always. From a spectator's point of view, I would like to see this go to a tiebreaker. Be good to see these guys go head to head. Ooh, and Retrodooley got pretty close to that charging chuck. Felt like that was fairly close. Both getting 360 in game time, although Agathor had an optimal YI2. Oh, that was really strange. So Retrodooley, whenever he went for box jump, once he got on it, lost piece speed, but still made it. I didn't feel like that would work, but apparently it does. So a far better start for Retrodooley this time. I believe last time he got like a 230 something. So we're probably looking at a high 240, 249. Yep. So if Retrodooley can limit his mistakes in this run, he can definitely be competitive. I think this can be a very close race. Okay, Agathor passed up in the shell jump. Does a spin jump in that shell, which helps reduce a little bit of lag. Retrodooley takes it with him. The other problem with taking the shell with you is not only does it cause lag, but if you're not attempting the shell jump, whenever you land in the water, it can kind of keep you stuck in the water for longer if you're still holding it. Although it looks like Retrodooley may have even taken that shell with him to get the extra power up. That might have been intentional for that reason. Agathor played it reasonably safe in room 1, but 279 isn't bad with those strats. And Retrodooley with the 270, I think whenever he grabbed the fence earlier, that might have been accidental. Not sure though. Okay, pretty similar World 1 again for Agathor, no problems. And Dooley was just having a little bit of trouble getting that Iggy fight, but out of there, finally with a 221, giving Agathor maybe a lead of about 30 seconds at the moment. So we'll have a bit of buffer room. Always feels nice in a race. I'm not 100% sure if Agathor is keeping track of Retrodooley. But if he is, he must be feeling pretty decent about now. And that's not to say that his lead can't be overturned. It certainly can. It just might make him a bit more relaxed if he had any nerves beforehand. Good DP1 from Agathor. Retrodooley landing on those clouds, but just regaining peak speed. Well, Agathor losing cape again in DS1. Not in the same place as last time, but in a more sort of common place. Again, it feels like it can be quite easy to get hit dry room. It's one of those things that feels like it can just pop up unexpected. You're like, okay, feels like I did that the same way as always, yet I got hit. That sort of thing. Wow, Retrodooley again, taking a lot of time in dry room. I heavily recommend just passing up on that in future. Yeah, so having to play it safe at all in DS1 with the shell means that you're going to be wasting time. Although Retrodooley forgot to hit the V-switch. Oh, we have a runaway P-switch somewhat. Exactly, Mr. Fink. He's basically Calco. He's like Calco in my second race, where he's like, you know what, I'm going to humiliate this fool without a cape. To be fair, if Calco had beat me capeless, I would have had a lot of respect for him. But it is Retrodooley at the moment who will have that opportunity to save time against Agathor. Not having cape going into Star World pretty much is an automatic time loss. Oh, and those boos are horribly close to Retrodooley. I feel like he's taken a pretty good approach to try and limit their danger. So well done to Retrodooley for not getting hit in that fight. Oh, Laura. So Agathor had a pretty good Star World 3 last time. We're going to see just how he manages it this time. Meanwhile, Retrodooley going in Star World 2. Okay, not too bad from Agathor. It looks like Agathor will be going to room 3 to grab cape. Passing up on the cape in Star World 4 again. Though even with Retrodooley's opportunity to save some time against Agathor, as it stands, it doesn't look like it's going to be enough unless Agathor has some issues in Bowser. Meanwhile, having trouble himself in Star World 3, looks like Agathor Star World 3 was actually going to be faster without cape. But now coming up with Star World 4, which is far from a free level, especially in a race. Yeah, Laura, I think Agathor's done pretty damn well with those cableless strats. Although it makes sense with him being a pretty experienced 95 runner now. And with that, Retrodooley will be heading into front door. So again, it looks like it's the difference in front door between these two guys. Retrodooley will possibly have a couple of opportunities to save some time back against Agathor. That's pretty unfortunate. I'm actually wondering whether he meant to go behind the fence. It almost looked like it was intentional. I'm not 100% sure. And what room are we going to see from Retrodooley this time? I can't see room it being easier. Oh, okay. We're seeing room 7. So, fun fact for you, I noticed that Retrodooley, in trying to dodge that statue thing, I don't know what that enemy's called, he tried ducking underneath it. And as far as I know, the ducking as Small Mario does absolutely nothing. It at least does nothing in terms of the size of your hitbox. So ducking not a good thing because you're going to lose acceleration. So if your speed's important, you're trying to duck, it's not a good thing. But yeah, I just thought it might be fun to throw out there because at least Mario's sprite is about half of the size whenever he ducks. And Agathor didn't have a bad Bowser fight there. Obviously, didn't have that last cycle perfect. Had to wait in a couple of extra bounces, but that was a nice job from Agathor. Congrats on the 2-0 victory. Very well done. Retrodooley getting pretty close both times. I think for the most part, Bowser was posing a bit of an issue for Retrodooley, but based on how recently he started this game, I think this has been a very, very good performance. Yeah, damn, that second phase can be pretty hard capless. Just feeling comfortable with how Bowser moves. Phase 2 can take a lot of getting used to. Well, as always, both runners are more than welcome to join us live for a quick chat. So if you wish to do that, Agathor, feel free to join waiting room. Just waiting for Retrodooley to finish up here, very close to finale. Oh, just goes over Bowser there. Ooh, but gets there in the end. Very well done, Retrodooley. GG on the 1349, cutting 1 minute and 20 seconds off that previous race. So very well done. That's a nice improvement. Yo, Agathor, what's up?
Hi, Ben.
2-0. That's pretty good.
Technically 2-1. We've got to give him a win for my screw up with the car. That was so embarrassing.
Well, that was interesting. Although it was nice of Retrodooley to just allow for a rematch there.
Yeah.
Be pretty harsh for a match to be decided in that way.
Yeah, I think the problem was, well, I got a VOD to prove it, but I put the cart in, switched the console, and it had nothing in the files. So I just hit the first empty file,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I'm starting on exit 4, and I'm like, what the hell? So yeah, it was odd. So I deleted all the files, and it was fine the second time through.
And I just want to mention, apparently Retrodooley PB with that last run. Yeah, that was very well done. Having a look at that last run, it felt like it was one of his better ones that we've seen recently. So big GG Dooley, very well done on that. Can't ask for much more than a PB in a race. So it has to be feeling pretty good about that. But going up against yourself there, having two reasonably decent runs there, it's going to be hard.
Right. They were all right runs. They could have been a lot better though. There were so many big mistakes. But yeah, sometimes it happens, you know.
Dooley, welcome, and congrats on that last PB.
Hi Dooley, GG man.
GG too, man.
Thanks for fitting me in, you know, with my very tight times that I had. Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's just, thank you for making sure that we could do this, because I know we're like 5 hours apart and everything, and times can be a little rough between our lifestyles, but I just, you know what, anyone can say they should have done this or they should have done that with racing and playing, but you know what's funny? On our first race that your car got messed up and like we were racing.
Yeah.
When I pressed my foot pedal, my foot pedal was like right next to my power supply. So I pressed down with my foot pedal. I accidentally turned off my machine and turned it back on. So we were both like banging 1,000.
I think we both just had bad luck tonight.
And then I'm like, oh, thank God it's that the first one is like a redo. Because I don't think either of us were like in any kind of shape or form for our mentality. And in the first race, I'm like, I can do better. What's going on? Like, why am I losing cape and all this stuff all the time? And I'm thinking like the Restream chat room is having a fun time with us at the moment, which they probably were, but it's all good.
I think everyone was very supportive of you guys. It can be really tough, and it can be quite easy to criticize how people are doing in races, but it's very tough. So
it's all in good fun, though. I mean, I know the moderators usually take care of people that are like really bad, but to be honest, I mean, it's one thing to play a game, right, and casually.
Yeah.
It's another thing to race it, especially when it's such a tight, like 11 exits is, it's a real nail biter, because if you lose cape, then you're like, oh god, now I got either to finish with no cape, or I gotta go all the way back to like at the very least Star Road 2 and break to the blocks, get it back, or no, Star Road 1 and get it back that way. And then my second one, I think I did a little bit better, but then it was like, and when I got to like Star Road 3, where I kept like getting stuck or back to, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why is this happening?
Yeah, I think that's the thing with 11 exit. It's one mistake can cost you a lot of time, and it's just, it can throw you. It did throw me when I lost cape in the water level DS2 twice in the race. I was like, no, I can do this in practice. Why can't I do it now? So it did throw me.
That's another thing too. Like when you're practicing, I don't like to practice too much before a race, because what happens is it's kind of like you wear yourself out. It's like just the same thing as speedrunning, where when you keep on doing it for so many hours, you're like you get burnt out, and then it gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
So what I usually do is I usually practice like a half hour before a race. That way,
a 2-hour stream before the race is like, I've got to practice, got to get runs, got to warm up.
Yeah.
So I went too long, and you're right.
My curse is like once I PB, I get worse after that.
I think that's
so I'm gonna stop. I just follow my superstition. I'm gonna stop like playing the game after this one, because the good thing is, out of all this, I PB'd on my second race.
Yeah. PB, by the way, congrats.
So
you should be proud.
I am happy. It is every single Mario game has its own different physics. Like Mario 1 is different from Mario 2, Mario 3 is different from Mario 2. Mario World is different from all the others, because when you have cape, there's like a huge weight system on it.
Yeah.
And like if you don't follow it, either you fall down or you don't go fast enough, or you go to like there's so many different physics. It's like aerospace, you know. But I mean, I definitely want to thank Ben and Dr. Cole and everybody else for putting this thing together. I wish you the best luck in your future races.
Thank you, Dooley. And I hope to see you in other tourneys.
Hopefully, definitely. I'm definitely going to practice this more. Again, this game has different physics. I'm not running an 80% racer, but, I decided to enter this for fun and see where it took me. So, thank you, everybody, for being awesome and supporting us.
Thank you, everyone, as well, from myself for putting up with me in the community with all the mistakes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much again, Dooley. Sorry, I mean to cut you off there, Agathor. I was just having a quick look at the bracket now. Your next opponent isn't actually decided, it seems, but...
Yeah, Seathorn versus Arius.
Ooh, okay. Well, it's going to be tough either way.
Yeah. Basically, I've resigned myself to I've lost the next match. Yeah.
It's always good to be modest, but in a high variance situation like this, as we've just discussed, you're more than capable of doing it. So I'm wishing you all the best in the next round. Dooley, I'm looking forward to seeing plenty more Mario. I know that you've been doing a lot of SMB.
Oh yeah, you've been hosting me. I know.
I've really been enjoying it. So keep up the good work. Yeah, thanks again for everything. Thanks for the race, guys.
Thank you very much.
Make sure to follow the racers and the commentators.
That's some good advice. I like that. So yeah. If you guys have anything to say,
I'm gonna head to bed, so I just want to say thanks again. See you guys next time.
You got it.
Take care.
All right, guys. We'll see you later, and make sure to check out those matches coming up tonight. 3 winners, round 3 matches. It's up on the screen. So thanks everyone so much, and that's all from me. Thanks to Fitz for the restream, and thanks to the runners.